Washington isn't too popular these days. Politicians have taken the country through an endless series of self-inflicted budget crises instead of finding solutions to get our fiscal house in order. Congress chopped $1.5 trillion from the budget that is gone forever. After that first cut, Congress still couldn't agree on a balanced solution to the deficit. Instead, it enacted harmful across-the-board cuts that will cut spending by $109 billion in 2014, with a total of $1 trillion by 2021. So where do these cuts come from, and how will they impact you? First, let's look at the federal budget. There are two parts: mandatory spending and discretionary spending. Mandatory spending makes up around 2/3 of the budget. This funding comes from the rules that Congress puts into law. Discretionary spending makes up only 1/3 of the budget. This is funding that Congress must approve every year. Discretionary spending funds a wide variety of activities. Defense programs use over half of this money. The rest supports all sorts of core public services that people use every day. Services that are the grease in our country's wheels. Things like public health and safety, education, job training, and protecting the environment. After doing the math, it turns out that these programs make up only 15% of the whole federal budget, even though they do so much. And these non-defense programs have been cut the most, about $900 billion in the past 3 years. So why are they taking the brunt of the cuts? Because we take these programs for granted. We assume our food will be safe to eat, our water clean to drink, that the police will come when we need help, and when we get sick, that our medicine will be available. We forget about how federal investments support our everyday lives. Cuts to these programs will impact all of us. Fewer food inspectors mean your food is less safe to eat. Cuts to first responders means they may not get to you in your time of need. Your life-saving medication may not be refilled if funding for prescription drugs is axed. Your child's education is at risk with fewer teachers, bigger classes, and outdated textbooks. Lost your job? Looking for a new one? You'll have less help since federal job training funds have been slashed. If these programs are cut, we will be less healthy, less safe, less educated, and less job ready. We will all be affected. But Congress isn't done yet. Some in Congress are doubling down to pass even more cuts, and some of these programs may completely disappear. Enough is enough. We cannot cut more services vital to the health and well-being of our families and communities. Congress must find a balanced approach to deficit reduction. Find out more about the impact of these cuts and what you can do to protect these programs.